Hello, hello, my name is Steve Jaguar, and welcome once again to a BeerNative beer review. Hello, hello, and this is kind of cool. I didn't know about this. I went and once again collected groceries from my mate Jacob, and he handed through the window, obviously keeping distancing appropriate, this double hazy, and I went like, dude, I've had this, like a gajillion times. Everybody knows this. And he said, no, 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 read it carefully. What? I went double hazy. And he went, yeah. He said, wasn't it called OG Hazy before? And let's take another look. It says double hazy now. It does. It does. And he bought one to see, okay, well, Brewdog. This is Brewdog. Most people know Brewdog. Go check him out on other videos, please, because they end up in my life for so many weird reasons. And it has the same, everything about the can looks the same, except it's called Double Hazy. And he gave it to me and he said, tell me what you think. Is it the same? Because Brewdog has both a tendency to change their marketing on the same beer, change the percentage and not change the marketing like they did with Punk, or just make it a whole new beer and not tell anybody. So which one was this, was his question. And so I haven't had one yet. I thought, all right, well, this seems like a job for BeerNative, doesn't it? Excellent. Now let's do a little bit of our usual homework over here. Before that, of course, the usual. If this happens to be the first one you've watched, and actually I got a new subscriber today, so it might be, right? Tell your friends. Stick it on a Reddit, stick it on a Facebook channel. Tell people and say, hey, this is fun. I can learn about beer from this guy. Double hazy. All right, let's get back to it and let's get rid of that annoying thing down below. Oh, and on Untapped, do I have it down there? I'm just Steve Jaguar. Like, let's go back to just that. Like my name, all one word. I accept everybody as friends on Untapped. I have hardly any, believe it or not. Like, I am, of my friends, I am one of the few people who's really obsessive about beer. So there we go. And if you are looking for one to watch after this, that might be really good. I totally go to my channel and find the. Let me bring up the screen. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. There's me. There's more me above me. That is the OG Hazy versus Standard Hazy review that I did. If I jump around a little bit, you'll see that at one point I am talking about the regular hazy, and then I'm talking about we don't have to do this, but there it is. I'm talking about both the hazy and the OG hazy. And now the OG hazy. Yeah. So that's what I did a review where I compared the two, and they were vastly different, right? Other than the same green color and just generally looking similar, the malt profile was miles off, and we could go check that out. There we go. The website still says OG Hazy, so I don't know how on earth do you get your can totally changed and you haven't changed your website yet. There's some synchronicity issues going on there. Now, similar descriptions still there. They haven't changed anything. 7.2, pineapple mango, hint of zesty lime. There's a little bit less information there. Let's go down here. And, they changed the style of the brew sheet. Style change, but not a actual change to the content, because Amarillo Hallertau Blanc, Mandarina Bavaria, which is a child of Hallertau Blanc, Amarillo. So, yes, same deal. And Carafa Crystal Pale and Rye. And then way down there, some sneaky information about wheat notes, which isn't on the can. I don't remember that. And if I remember correctly, I probably should have watched my old video before now, is that I didn't like it. I wasn't like a huge monstrous fan of this. I like the standard Hazy Jane better. Now, so for me, I'm kind of hoping they have changed it. That'd be kind of cool, right? Because then I'd have something I would like, perhaps. And there's a possibility. So it could be they've just not changed it there. The OG Hazy was the original Hazy Jane. Now, if you go way back, and I was corrected, I wasn't sure, and one of the comments on there says that was the deal. OG was maybe that's what OG stood for. I thought it was original gravity, which they've removed, actually, from their, let's bring that back. That's a change. The original gravity used to be on their tasting notes. They've got less detail. Oh, come on. Transparency. I know you released all your recipes at one point, but that's fine. Let's get rid of that. So good news would be if they went back to the original Hazy Jane and made that double hazy, but I'm kind of thinking it might still be the same one. And people were calling them out on calling it OG Hazy and actually having changed the recipe when they did that. So, no more discussion. If I haven't shaked this up too much, let's crack it open. I also remember that the sort of lovely oranginess, mango, pineapple, citrus, and beautiful pine I'm supposed to get from that hop profile, I did not get last time. So I was a little bit in disbelief about it. I expect it to be the same roughly cloudy thing. Odie, it looked really nice last time. I got a big shadow across my face from my USB lighting, but it's really dark out. You can tell on the original one, it was summer. Everything's really nice and bright. It looks all happy. Now I can look like I'm in a dungeon. I might even suggest it looks a little clearer, but I don't think so. I used the one Brewdog glass that I could find in the closet, so keep on brand. Smell it. You know how you want a hazy New England IPA just to leap out at you? And you want to open the can, you want to go, woo, smell it. Let's do that. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's a bit of citrus and pineapple there, right out of the can. I just got some on my face. Okay. But out of the glass, maybe it's the glass. Way to ruin a beer review by having your rinse in your dishwasher not work, so you smell washing soap. That's not good. All right, let's have a sip. Spin it around. Okay, not too bad. Last time I think my description was pretty harsh. I described it as watered down frozen orange juice. It's pretty terrible, right? It's definitely dry. Why am I getting soapy? Maybe that wasn't detergent. It goes away really fast. Something funny about it. I gotta try this again. This is not the same. What's happened? What's going on? Is the temperature right? So you can tell by my expression that I psychologically I expected this just to be a rebrand. I didn't expect to drink it and think it was different. All right, let me let me go again here. I almost want to dump it. I really don't like that. It's got like a dish soapy kind of quality to it. That's not quality. It's got dish soapiness to it. It doesn't have a... and then the end. It's got like a vagrant bitter that is just... I don't know. A bad night in Newcastle kind of aftertaste. It's pretty rough. I'm not getting the pleasantries of a hazy, pineapple-y, mango. What else they say? Zest? Lime? Maybe that's why I'm saying dish soapy. There is a little bit of lime there. It's not pleasant. Not a pleasant lime. It's a sticky, sticks to your mouth kind of bitter. I don't think it's the same. I now don't trust the brew sheet and what it says up there. So luckily, I have that recorded for posterity in my other video, and now this one. We'll see when they change it if it actually changes the recipe. Unless this is dirt cheap and you've already had 4 other beers and you just want to get some 1-pounders in, it's pretty bad. In fact, I wouldn't even say that. I'm going to say no to that. I gave it a 7 last time. on Flavour. I remember that. So I'm just going to straight up rate it on Flavour because I've already done the packaging, I've already done accuracy, I've already done the brewery, I've done everything. I might mark it down on accuracy, but I'm gonna knock it down to a 5 for overall from a 7, which means I'm gonna throw a 2.5 on tap straight up on that because I gotta try one more time. I can't believe this. It seems so different. Like right away, you get a bit of enthusiasm, which is gone instantly. You get no nose or very distant nose. It's like they took all the OG they had left over and added a quarter of water to it all and maybe filtered it all through some polyester socks. Really disappointed. I'm not an anti-Brewdog guy, unlike a lot of people. I actually think Brewdog do a lot of really cool things, and they are effectively, for what they are, being a craft brewery, and I don't care if you don't agree with that, but a brewery that cares mostly about the beers they make. At their scale, there's not a lot of comparison to say, oh, Brewdog are like this. Like there isn't a role model for how you should act at that size and status of something that started as a craft brewery. So I can't criticize them, you're finding your own way. But that isn't good. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to wrap up. That is the newly rebranded Double Hazy from the OG Hazy. And the reason I'm saying it's not just a different beer is because it looks exactly the same. And Jacob said he picked it up on the shelf with the double mixed in with the OGs. So they're still clearing the OGs and introducing the doubles. I think they're just following the pattern of the double punk, which actually I kind of like. No, not that one. That's just pure watered down dish soap bad. Doesn't have any of the beauty of Mandarina Bavaria or Hallertau Blanc. If though that there are much better beers featuring those kind of hops. So there we go. I'm going to call it there. This doesn't have to go on any longer than it does. I've already gone too long at 12 minutes. So thanks for watching. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is Beer Native. I hope you were enlightened by that one. Kind of a bad review. 2.5 out of 5. 5 out of 10. It's not good. Other beers are available. Thank you very much for watching. Steve out.